Okay, I'm flipping a coin to see if Goon is the DM tonight, or if I am. If it is heads, it is Goon. Goon, it's your problem tonight. You deal with sexy battle wizards.
Special episode of Daddy's Dungeon ES Pizza. I think we'll call this one Sailor Sentai's of the Moon. And today, because we're one player down, we're not going to be playing Monster of the Week. We're going to be playing a one-page RPG like we did when we played The Witch is Dead. Today we're playing a one-page RPG by the name of Sexy Battle Wizards. A game created by the living legend himself, Grant Howitt. It's gonna be adjacent to the main storyline as the other one was. There will be some actual stuff that affects the stuff that is happening, sort of.
Well said.
We'll see.
Brilliant.
Yes. I feel like I have more housekeeping than that usually.
I think you usually introduce us.
No, I usually introduce you guys at the end. Oh, I say, what's up, meddling kids?
You haven't even done that. Yeah, that's
right.
My point.
Well, we're not meddling kids
today.
This time.
Well,
he's got to think of a new thing.
Sound off, Sailor Sentai. Hey, these are my Sailor Sentai. Sexy wizards of the moon. As you know, our heroes are traveling cross country from Trinity Peaks to Huntington, West Virginia, to get to the portal that sends them to the moon. But today we're gonna be going a little differently. So let me crack my knuckles and get on down to setting the scene. High up, about 3 days if you're traveling by Mewtwo speed. Up past the atmosphere of planet Earth is none other than the moon. And unbeknownst to the general population of planet Earth, the moon is populated by wizards. Wizards from all races and creeds, wizards of all magics and majesticities. 2 extra special wizards are deep broiled right now in simulated combat in a futuristic magic room filled with polygonal humanoids. We see numbers of them, scores of them, just Naruto running towards these 2 wizards in focus, one donned all in white and one donned all in black. We see them raise their arms in a dramatic pose as a series of geometric shapes spiral out around them both. We see the one donned in black pull a whip out from behind his glorious man bun and send it spearing right through one of these geometric door shapes. And it appears out a different door shape, ricochets off a wall, wraps around a couple of these simulated opponents, dragging them in. Noodle Goon, would you please introduce to us your sexy battle wizard?
I am playing a man by the name of Rip Studley, and he... Yeah, I don't know if I didn't tell him the name up until now. I don't think.
No, you did not. Yeah, I love Rip Studley.
His name is Rip Studley. He stands at 6'5".
Ooh.
He exclusively wears his shirts unbuttoned to show off. And he doesn't have the most definition, but man, does he have mass, you know? He has a long beard that goes about here, and his hair would match it if it was down. And his weapon is the Void Whip, a weapon he got in a mission in the space beyond the stars.
Woo!
It fought space-time itself. He has a specialty in the magic known as the Arcana of the Supreme Doorway. He's good at doors. That's all you need to know about that.
Yeah, Rip Studley is fishing in this new line.
Doors.
Fishing in this new line of simulated opponents as they cascade one by one through this black doorway that he's conjured, and he raises a kick up to his head and just bang, 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 just disintegrates this whole line of polygonal battle bots. And we see that the combatant, all in white, disappears and then reappears above the cascading horde of opponents, sending out a glimmering shower of shards of beautiful, dazzling white knives. Some pass right through the opponents, others get stabbed through the heart, as some of the heart and heads of these robotoids, as some of them are but merely illusion. Window, could you please present to us your sexy battle wizard?
My battle wizard is Ashan. He is a glorious, pristine-styled man with glimmery golden freckles. His signature weapon are his doom blades.
Heck yeah.
And he has mastered the way of 10,000 mirrors.
Wow.
That's a lot of mirrors.
That's a lot of mirrors.
One supreme doorway. You got 10,000 seemingly regular mirrors.
Heck yeah. So we see, can I get some efforts from you guys as you beat down these robotoids?
Sure, that's a battle check? Do you want to explain how this works?
Yeah, so you roll a d6, plus the modifier that you gave your one of 3 glorious stats, those stats being sexy, battle, and wizard. So definitely rolling a battle check, so you roll a d6 and add whatever stat modifier you gave to your battle stat.
I think you have it slightly off, but yes.
Is that
you roll the
it?
amount of dice equal to your battle stat.
Oh!
You don't just add add to your relevant stat. And then whatever your highest of those rolls is what you use.
Roll a d6 equals...
So for example, I have a 2 in battle, and so I rolled 2 dice and got a 2 and a 3, both of which would be failures, but I would get a 3.
Okay. And Window?
5.
Got a 5. Yeah, okay. So we see Rip Studley lose a little bit of footing and get dogpiled on by some of these robotoids as the prismatic shape that was once conjured around him and his partner, it slowly dissipates. But ever having their bros back, we see it. That was Ashan, right?
Yeah.
Ashan? Okay, I'll just making sure I got the name right.
Ashan,
Ashan descends down, ascends down, shining with 2 glorious silvery streaks, the blades of doom, slicing down, cutting the entire pile in half, allowing Rip to stand up triumphantly, flexing both arms, and a shower of robotoid parts flies all about. Standing triumphant, the simulation powers down. The room goes from green and black to simple, mostly white panels with black outlines. And from high atop the far wall, you can see the observation window where a top-hatted man with a cane claps, very amused with his 2 students. It is the one and only Dr. Splendify.
Rip Studley's going to go for a predator handshake with Ashan, which, of course, if you don't know, is that one.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
I think of that as like a Klingon handshake.
It's a lot of sci-fi handshakes.
Yeah.
Turns out, forearm, very powerful.
Very powerful. One of the more powerful parts of the arm.
There's your little arm trivia for the day. There will be more.
Wow.
I have no other arm trivia, so I hope there won't be more.
From there's the intercom that pipes up, and you hear Dr. Splendify's voice. Very good, Sailor Sentais. Go ahead and shower up. I think that's enough training for one day.
Is there ever enough training, sir?
You need time to rest if you're going to repair those rippling muscles of yours.
Very well.
All right.
He only oversteps his bounds at the idea of training harder. Once he has no other conflict, he just turns
No other
around
conflicts.
and starts marching to the showers.
Gotcha. Can we get a sexy check for this shower montage?
Of course we can.
Heck yeah!
I think we both picked 3 sexy.
Woo!
We both decided it was most important to be incredibly sexy. I got a 6.
Oh, so did I.
That is a sexy shower.
Wow.
That's a maximum sexy shower.
Heck yes. We see the screen barriers of the Theater of the Mind are just covered in fog and kind of dripping with a little bit of condensate slowly dripping down along the sides. We see condensation. We see a Rip wringing out a washcloth and suds dripping down his burly chest. We see a Sean like cross-legged on the floor of the shower with the doom blades with a whetstone, just kind of shh. Any conversation happening, or is it just sexy brooding poses in the shower?
Yeah, I mean, that's all it could be.
Yeah.
When do you think they'll send us out on another mission, my brother?
I'm not sure. The world seems quite peaceful at the moment.
Hold on. Does it?
Does it?
Wait, is this congruent with the current story?
This is, I'm gonna say, this is post the abduction of Ricardo, pre the awakening of Vigil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
Gotcha.
would know about Vigil, though.
Yeah, you would know. It's actually
It sounds like he's dormant.
The initial incursions of Vigil was what caused Dr. Splendify to search for extremely powerful, extremely sexy, extremely battle wizards.
Hold on. Why was sexy an important part of this? I never questioned Splendify's methods. Never mind. I don't need to know.
No, you don't. But it was the initial incursion scare of Vigil that was what prompted Dr. Splendify to form such a sexy elite battle team. So you both know that as much.
Yeah.
And so the return most of the the moon base knows that one day Vigil will come back and he will be pissed and he will bring hordes of demons. And so
will probably be in the next season, not this one.
Most likely. Most likely.
Yeah.
And so that's basically been your guys' whole thing, because you guys were discovered at around the age of 14, 15, and then, presented with, this great power, great responsibility talk by a dork in a freaking top hat, and you guys decided, yeah, this is gonna be my whole life. This is my one-armed man, Morty.
I hope neither of us said that, especially since Rick and Morty, I think,
Wasn't out
might,
yet.
but I don't think so, exist in the current timeline. I think it's about to exist in the current timeline.
About to exist, yeah.
Anyway.
The last mission that you guys were on, it was another false lead on the infamous Bigfoot. You guys have been on several false leads on the infamous Bigfoot. The World of Wizard Watch wants to make contact with the Bigfoot for its, fabled knowledge of the past and future.
And large feet as well might have some scientific interest.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
You can't tell. You cannot look me in the eye and tell me that of the many wizards that work on the moon, one of them doesn't have a foot fetish.
Okay, and statistically speaking, I have to concede.
You were ready to look me in the eye and say it, and you heard what I was demanding.
Statistically speaking, I have to concede that point.
Thank you. Anyway, it's Sentai.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Statistically speaking, I have to concede that point, and then just have a Bigfoot foot there.
And no one will know but me.
No one will know. So
that's the problem with peace, Sean. It's really boring.
Yeah.
I assume he's standing like this, and his crotch is just barely not in.
Yeah, we've got that
the smoke
steam.
Yeah,
We got sexy jutsu magic going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. We use our magic for censorship around here. We can't have things sexy in your theater of the mind.
So the shower goes off without shower. Good, all nice and clean. Extra sexy, bonus sexy points going forward. You guys go to your lounge area, and you have a sort of pill-shaped domicile where one half is all black motif, other side is all white motif. What are some things that your characters have up on your shelves and whatnot?
Extra knives.
Just more knives?
Additional non-magical whips.
Oh, okay. Cat of Nine Tails, perhaps?
Yeah, they're not used for weapons, don't worry about it.
Ebola, maybe?
Maybe. Just the longer you keep listing things, the less I'm going to agree with it, unless it's like a BDSM tool, and you're doing that to me right now.
Paddle, maybe?
You're making me do this.
I don't know, maybe some shibari ropes just laying around?
Oh, you don't have any leather over there?
It's all, my bed is leather. It's the moisture control.
Oh, so we're leather and silk then.
I love it! Okay.
This is the sexiest place on Earth.
Woo! It's the sexiest place on the moon.
It's the sexiest place outside of Earth. And on Earth.
The main focal point of this pill-shaped domicile is this kind of conversation pit couch deal that is, also sort of facing this large screen. On the either side of the screen, you have dummies wearing your individual black and white combat uniform. Do you guys want to go with Power Ranger, like motorcycle helmets but with motifs, or do you want to go with Sailor Moon tiaras?
I was gonna say, I think we're entirely too hot to be hiding our faces.
Yeah, no, definitely tiaras.
That would
Okay, so we got black and white. We have black and white.
That would be modest battle wizards, and we can't have that.
We have black and white spandex with low V cuts and little tiaras.
That's hot.
Yeah. Maybe a Sean has like one of those like ribbons that you see.
Ooh, yes.
Heck
He
yeah.
is definitely ribbon.
I just use my whip.
You just have what you have is you've got a belt that is actually just a whip, and then you have like a X vase harness that's also just whips.
Yeah, it's a lot of whips.
Just a lot of whips and some. I believe the black one would definitely have some buckles on the forearms for no reason. Because it's anime,
right.
and we.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to use the same transformation animation every time we switch it.
5 times, yep. It's going to save us so much money in post-production.
You have no fucking idea.
All right.
Expensive transformation animations are. That's why they're always in weird voids.
I thought that was because of how much power they were generating. So it
Well, you can think
just
whatever you
whited
want.
out
I'm
the
just letting you know
background,
what they
absolutely.
thought when they made it.
You guys are winding down for the day. You're sharpening your knives, oiling your whips, stuff like that. When there is, in fact, a magical high alert that appears on your viewing screen. Magical high alert!
Finally.
Magical high alert! Magical high alert! You
Open
see
the alert.
You see a big picture, a big map of the world appear, and a like a red ping dot over the Vatican City, And in the corner, a window pops up, and it's Dr. Splendify. Hold your horses, Sailor Sentais. This mission's going to be far too dangerous for the likes of you.
I'm in.
Dangerous.
Absolutely.
We're now all back to back, about like hands barely not quite touching the suits.
No, absolutely. This is some ancient magic that's sprung up out of nowhere. Deep beneath the Vatican City in the deep dark catacombs of old Christianity, there is a gigantic rock monster that is forming and making its way through the catacomb labyrinth, and it is about to wreak havoc. We're going to dispatch a team of black robes. Keep you guys in mind, but it will not concern you just yet.
Splendify, I'm going to be honest. You gave us entirely too many details for us not to want to go there. It sounds like you're trying to get us to go there, in fact.
What makes you say that?
Black robes and not us?
We're going to send the black robes. We're going to make it disappear. And if that doesn't work, then we'll send you. But you guys are an absolutely last resort, damn it.
Wait, if it's too dangerous for us, why are we the last resort?
Shut up.
And then the camera just turns off? Shut up! And then just turns.
Shut up.
Brother?
Yes, brother.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Anyway, we do that. We feel like everything around us turns white as the two of our clothes just fly off our bodies. I'm holding my hand out. The glove comes, floats onto it. All the buckles buckling themselves. And then we are back to back posing.
Sailor Sentai.
That sound happens every time we change into our costumes. See, the best part is we are doing magic, so the transformation could be a magic thing.
Absolutely.
A stylistic choice.
Now one problem is you guys didn't have clearance to leave. How do you guys get out?
Well, what are they gonna do? Lock the doors?
Hey! Give me a wizard check.
Oh, I'm really bad at those by comparison to being sexy and battling. And it's okay though, because I still got a 6 on the one die.
Hey! So what you do is you pull out your void whip and you start whipping it around like a sling, like the way Doctor Strange uses a sling ring.
Yeah.
And a small pinprick of void appears and starts to grow and undulate outward until the full doorway is open, and it just is the void of empty space.
Yep, it's the Supreme Door.
The Supreme Door!
After you, brother.
Of course.
Anyway, then they dive into space and die of asphyxiation.
No, that's what the tiaras are for. They form like a half-inch thick layer of atmosphere around your body that constantly replenishes. As you guys just do a graceful backflip through the door, and with arms spread, descend on the planet Earth. And from your comms, you hear, "God damn it, Sailor Sentais, what are you doing? I didn't give you clearance to leave!"
As we're like plummeting to Earth, we're already posed to do a superhero landing.
Give me a sexy check for some aerial acrobatics.
I'm so glad you're letting us use sexy for so many things.
Oh my god, yeah.
I got another 6. Fortunately,
Yeah.
again, we both have 3s in sexy.
Yes. It's kind of hard not to get a 6 whenever our average would basically be 6.
Gotcha. What kind of crazy stunts you guys want to do as you fly through the air, entering Earth's atmosphere and
like,
catching on fire, quite literally?
In the sky as we're burning.
It's like ballroom.
I love to twirl so that the ribbons are like wrapping around me.
I'm doing the same thing, but with whips, of course.
I'm just kind of spiraling down, kind of like burning on entry. All right. We see some just of the common folks of the Vatican City see these two blazing balls of pure erotic energy plummet to the ground and strike.
Seven dudes just converted to atheism, seeing you can't be gay. Never mind.
The crater left behind looks suspiciously like a pair of testicles, but that's only by the nature of two fast impacts happening
Just
next to
two
each other.
Flying meteors of sexiness and smoldering leather and silk landing.
All right, how do you guys? You guys have landed. Where do you guys go?
He said catacombs, so...
Catacombs of the Vatican. I point to the nearest person and go, citizen, where's the catacombs?
Huh? The citizen was too stunned to speak.
I wink at him. Go.
The citizen is now too flustered to speak.
I want to sexily go up to the nearest woman and ask her
Nothing I love more than the adverb sexily.
Oh my
Which
god.
we'll be using intermittently. Anyway.
Oh my god.
And just, my lady, where is the nearest entrance to the catacomb?
We see inexplicable rose petals just fly past everyone.
I have a handful of rose petals. I'm just
Just
tossing
throw
them into the wind.
And they sail past.
Breeze.
They gently sail past the pair, gently caressing the woman on the cheek, and she turns her head and just kind of goes that way.
Didn't even make us roll. He just knew.
I guess we'll be off now.
I can't believe you're doing this. I'm so happy.
Freaking, this is the best. I love this. You guys make it to, the Vatican proper, and just ignore all the other people. It would take too much time to address how hot you are and how dumbstruck that they are.
Out of the way, Bishop.
Step aside, uggos! As you guys bolt down the stairs with, Naruto/Lupin agility, and make it down to the catacombs. Find this behemoth beneath and, kind of use echolocation to find it, as quickly as possible. I'm going to go ahead and make this the first battle roll.
Alright, I'm good at battle.
You just hear just cascading footsteps echoing throughout every tunnel in these catacombs.
I'm rolling way too hot. I feel like I'm wasting it from the actual time I'm going to need to roll hot next week. Because I just got double sixes, sport.
Ooh!
Nice.
What you do is, you kneel to the ground, and you feel the earth, you can hear it shake. Your dominion over all doors, even if the doors are really just hallways, allows you to...
hallway, but a very
long door! What is a hallway?
Seriously, what's a hallway?
And within your mystic vision, the right path illuminates in black and purple sparkles down the corridors and around. And with that, you guys make it to a very obvious, very large chamber where you see this disheveled stone hecatoncheires kind of lumber towards you.
Well, I'm afraid we must vanquish you, my friend, unless you're willing to stand down now.
You hear a cacophonous chorus of earthen moans from the many heads of this hecatoncheire of earth.
Liking the word hecatoncheire today.
I think we don't get enough hecatoncheire representation in media. Do you know what a hecatoncheire is?
I just feel like that sometimes you can tell that you recently learned a word.
I did recently learn this word. I just think we don't get enough hecatoncheire representation in media. I'm gonna put that on a shirt!
Right next to statistically, I must concede that it's true.
Let's concede that point. Alright, it's battle time. Both of you make battle checks.
Okay. Oh shit! I have to reroll. I only have one battle die. Okay.
I got a 1 and a 4, so 4.
You got a 4.
I got 5.
You got a 5. Gotcha. What specifically do you guys want to do in terms of battle and or strategy? It is a large room. It is a large room. Easily contains this easily 20-foot tall, multi-armed, multi-headed boy. There are, fallen pillars. There are standing pillars. Just go buck wild. You want to go for the legs? How specifically?
I'm going to, do a spinny dash forward and try to.
You're gonna let it rip?
Them out from... Yes.
You're gonna let it rip?
Beyblade.
I love it. I love it. We see this whirling, whirling illusion of silver and steel crash into the heels of this heckin' boy, and there is much debris that is spat up in a large dust cloud of smoke. You have successfully, gotten the freaking I'm trying to think of a good rock / Achilles heel pun, but it is escaping me. But yeah, you have successfully taken one of its two legs out of commission. It kind of lands on one knee to the ground, supporting itself with one of its many arms. Now, Noodle, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to just extend my void whip longer than it looks like it should be able to hold and try to wrap it around his arm to keep him held down. His hand.
He has a total of 6 arms. One of them is on the ground.
I assumed he had hundreds, but I'm trying to keep one down.
Just the one?
I mean, the one that's on the ground. I'm just trying to keep him down.
Keeping the man down. Okay, yeah. You did it. Yeah, with your 4, certainly something you are capable of doing. Your delts, triceps, and biceps bulge and your quads expand to kind of hold down the great beast. It is going to take 2 of its arms, clap them over its head, and bring it down on your whip. Go ahead and give me.
I would battle, yeah. I'm not doing.
You can shoot if you want to. If you want to do a battle move to stop this, if you want to do a magic move to stop this, just roll accordingly.
I'm doing a battle on magic. The one thing he's got is being sexy and strong. Got a 6 on the battle though.
Gotcha. How do you attempt to use your endless supply of void whips to stop this assault that is coming down upon you?
So what I would like to do is, and it's coming at me or my specifically.
It's coming down on the whip that you're holding it down with.
Okay.
Trying to sever that.
So I would like to go, and I'm going to swing my hand down with an additional whip and just try to wrap it around that arm and divert it just enough to slam to the ground next to it. I don't think I can hold 2 of these arms down, but I'm just trying. Kind of
whip it around a nearby pillar to kind of divert it down like that.
Yeah. I want to create a fulcrum, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that gonna?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to my mind palace here. And you rolled a what for that?
6.
6. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Another great big cloud of smoke erupts. I'm gonna say that Sean, you have another opportunity to attack here. If you want to do a spell, do a wizard. If you want to do a battle, do a battle.
Okay. I am going to use my mirror technique to bounce up to his head and strike multiple times.
Cool. So that would be wizard.
Yes. That would be a 4.
4. Yeah. So with this technique, you were able to spring forth a mirror behind you, and a mirror in the space that you want to go, and instantly reflect yourself up there, allowing for easy opportunity attacks to take out the eyes of many of these sculpted heads. It is going to then reach with two more of its arms to try to grab at you near around its heads. Do you want to try to battle evade or magic evade? Magic evade.
Battle evade.
Battle evade.
You could have it try to strike a mirror for 7 years of bad luck.
I was gonna do another Beyblade, but that is a 2.
That is a 2. Okay, you get 1 stress and 1 determination.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. It never says how many stress it takes to pop somebody.
Imagine it's not 1.
It's not 1. Hold on.
There's literally 1 page for this RPG. Let's see if I can find that info.
If you fail for your total final... When you fail, if your total fail stress is higher than the highest dice you rolled. Okay. You explode in a burst of magic. Gotcha.
Okay, so now they're at 1 stress, so if they roll...
Oh.
Like... I guess 1 is fine, but if they had 2 and then they rolled a 1 on their highest die, they would explode.
Yes.
Does that make sense? If they, if the number you roll is less than the amount of stress you have, your, highest roll is less than the amount of stress you have, you just explode.
Gotcha. You got a ouchie in your wrist now. That's your stress. You got an ouchie in your wrist. This is, I'm going to say, it's Rip's turn. Your battle brother just got a ouchie on his wrist because the golem tried to grab at it with his rock hands.
Where's my battle brother?
Up on the heads.
Ah, okay.
You have 3 of its hands occupied.
Okay. He is going to tie together on the nearest stalagmite, the bottom ones.
Might.
Stalactite is ceiling because C for ceiling.
Or tight for it's tight stuck up there.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Oh, I remember mine, which is that you might step on a stalagmite. Anyway, everyone's got one. Anyway,
okay.
Thank you. Anyway, ties to the nearby stalagmite or whatever is nearby, and then he is going to summon a portal door to try to get up there and help his bro, making his worst stat a magic stat,
a magic wizard roll,
and got a 3.
You got a 3. Oh no! You overexerted yourself in the tug of war, and you now trying to whip open another door. You pull a hammy.
Not a hammy.
Take 1 stress and 1 determination.
Goon, I can only take so much in the heart, you know. Not my hamstring.
You pull and the Hecatoncres sees you do that. You kind of shift a little, your hammy a little not so hot, and it sees with, it has 2 hands up, it has 3 hands down to the side where you tied them, and with its 1 free hand it's going to do a long sweeping motion to try to get at you, Rip. You gotta roll a battle or a wizard to not get swiped.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a battle. Because I'm good at those by comparison. Got a 5!
The 5!
That's what I've said.
What's your pitch for how you get out of this?
Okay. Alright, please re-describe the immediate danger.
You tried to whip open the door, you pulled a hammy with the kind of pose that is required for such sorcery. The Hecatoncres is trying to take advantage of the situation by doing a big boss arm sweep move towards you in a big, long, arcing motion.
Okay. Seeing it nearby, I'm going to grab one of the whips that I have tied around the stalagmite. I'm going to jump up so that he can...
Point of order, both of you can summon as many whips and knives as necessary. You don't have to keep track.
I assumed at this point.
They are void whips, and doom knives, doom blades.
Is this a
Listen.
world where we can't have, like, if you looked me in the eyes and said, that's all the doom whips you'd have, I'd leave the show permanently. DJ would just die of a heart attack next episode. You have to do the rest of the story without him. I finally got Window fully attached by making them romantically entangled. Anyway. Now she's got to be sad as a girlfriend, too, not just a fellow player. A different sadness. Anyway, so just trying to get his arm tangled up in this void whip.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I don't know if I can keep him knocked down. I'm worried he might get back up again. I guess what I'm saying is we're never going to keep him down.
So I'll just continue going for the head. If
Yes.
you can decapitate him, it
Wait,
bring him
so-
down.
So, what are you doing?
I'm
All I got from that is that you wrapped a whip around your arm.
No. Okay, so I had one of the whips that was tied to the stalagmites here.
Yeah.
I just grabbed the top, like the bottom of the base of it, and jumped up over the arm so that his big ass arm did one of those.
Gotcha.
And I went
Okay.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
you're on board?
you just dodged
I'm
it.
sorry
Okay.
for the audio audience for what just happened.
Nah, it's cool. That's
I
fine.
just did a very visual description of what I did.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, Ashan, it's your turn.
Yes, I am going to strike at the head again.
Battle or
with-
wizard,
with
baby.
another-
It's battle.
No, with another mirror strike.
Mirrors.
6.
6, absolutely clutch. Okay, with a 6, you spin around and kind of do this super fast sidesteppy motion, creating after images. There are a total of 5 heads on this Hecatoncheires, and we see 5 equally sexy images of Ashan appear floating in midair around these heads. Striking rapidly, but only one, the true Ashan, actually strikes each time. With this move, you're able to take out 3 of the 5 heads.
Okay.
We see the Hecatoncheires, 2 hands that are up here, kind of grab at the wounded heads and kind of let out a sorrowful duet of earth and pain, and kind of start to pull backwards, trying to get away from its now attackers. The stalagmite that it is tied to starts to strain and crack. Rip, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna take another stab at getting up there, I think.
Okay.
I want to help. I wish to help. Let's see. Magic's only a 1. And I got a 5!
Hey! What precisely are you doing?
I'm trying to summon another door, this time focusing on the other hamstring.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to
You
get
strike an
up
equal.
top.
You strike an equal and opposite pose to the pose before.
This time slightly in better form, as I then use the door that I've summoned to teleport up on top of the head with my fellow battle bro.
Yeah. Ashan, you have been reunited with the dark side of the moon. It's your turn now.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am going. Yeah, I will Beyblade spin at the other 2 heads.
Other 2 heads. Go ahead and give me a battle roll.
That is 1.
That's a 1. Oh no! As you spin, one of the heads opens wide its jaw, catches your hand in it. It's the very same hand that you got the ouchie in. You take another stress and another determination. That's 2 stress for you and 2 determination.
Use determination plugin.
Let's see. Determination. Spend determination on a 1-for-1 basis to add additional dice to your pool.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I've been holding back all the Undertale jokes.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Your proudness in me fills me with determination. Rip, it's your turn. Your battle bro is hanging by a wrist, by the mouth of one of the two remaining heads of this stone beast.
I'm sorry. I listened directly to you and my brain forgot how to speak English. Can you please say that again?
Your battle bro, Sean, is hanging by the wrist. The wrist is in the mouth of one of the two remaining heads of the Hekatankari. You are standing...
so good at containing things together, but not so much at separating them.
You're standing in between the two heads that still are functioning.
I'm going to pull out an additional void whip, and I'm going to grab the whip end and toss the handle in towards my battle brother. And I go, brother! And I hope that they'll catch it with the other hand.
I think this is very sexy. Roll for sexy.
Okay.
Brother!
6. I got a 1, 2, and a 6.
Hey! Brother!
Hey.
We see the handle end of the whip descend it descends in slow motion as an inexplicable beam of golden light follows it down towards Ashan's free hand. Ashan grips it tightly with their free hand, and with a massive pectorally, just exuberant heave, we see Ashan fly through the air, cascaded in silk and sparkles as they both land with a triumphant pose on the back of the Hekatankari. But the celebration cannot last too long, as the two hands that have been up around the heads start to clasp together to sandwich our heroes in between them. What do you guys do?
I am going to stab through one of the hands and escape.
That's a good move.
That's a good
I will
move.
use a determination to add.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug. Anyway.
5.
Got a
You'll have
5?
to forgive me. I have the entire original Aladdin memorized word for word because it was my first special interest as a child.
Nice. We see a golden... We see a perfect moon crescent appear in glorious silver light that splits the stone hand of the Hekatankari right in half, causing the sandwich that would be to fail disastrously. We see the fingers and palm just split, half down the back, half down the front, as the other hand still closes in. Rip, this is your hand. What do you do?
Oh, fuck. Well, surely I can't be hit if between the two of us there is a large door to the void, huh? Magic?
Go for it. I love what you're cooking.
All right, I'm gonna use my determination point.
Heck yeah.
Because this is wizardry, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1 and a 6.
Got a 1 and a 6.
These rolls are really testing my stress today.
So that's a success.
Okay.
That's a 6. That's a clutch, actually, right? Yeah.
That's a good.
That is
I
a clutch.
recommend that one.
We see you, all the previous doors that you have been summoning have been round, but this is a glorious door of truth that appears in a perfect rectangle, and opens wide, as the hand comes through and just disappears into nothingness. There is a slight breeze that blows your magnificent hair backwards. And as the door shuts, it breaks the forearm of the Hekatankaris. And meanwhile, somewhere out in space, there is just a stone hand.
The Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, in the empty void of space, a hand just appears and just floats for all of eternity. The Hekatankaris is completely disarmed at this point. All of its hands are predisposed and or gone, and all that is left are the two heads as it strains against the pillar. The pillar now very dangerously close to breaking. What do you guys do?
I am going to attempt to blade spin at the heads again.
Now, hold on. Well, let's think about this for a moment.
Yes.
Which is something we'd never do.
Oh, no.
I feel like there's a way to combine the encompassing nature of a void whip with the pure cutting power of a doom blade to create a sort of long, stringy decapitation device, is there not? Essentially, because he's given us a seemingly infinite amount of these things. I am proposing our battle move.
Just
the
give
guillotine
this
of doom.
Yes, 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 yes,
And
yes.
how?
Just both of you roll whatever you want, except for sexy.
God damn it.
Except for sexy. This is either battle or wizard, all right? There's nothing. I mean, this is sexy in a purely shonen way, but in no other way.
Five.
You got a 5 and a 5?
6.
And a 6.
5.
You both strike a pose where your arms extend to the heavens itself as the infinite amount of your umbral weapons gather in a black sphere at the apex of this impossibly large underground cathedral. And as it grows, you can see it rotate as the dark side of the moon becomes the light side, a crescent, a gibbous, a full moon, and then it falls. It falls with the great big, as like a great big round disc of doom, falling right in front of you, right in front of your pose, chopping from the nape of its neck down to its down right through its pelvis. This Hecatoncheires just gets decimated, splitting open like a book. And you guys stand bathed in glorious, inexplicable sunlight, striking that same pose, surrounded by the dust and the debris. You have slain the Hecatoncheires.
I go for the old predator handshake, of course. Brother! And they said they needed the black robes. They're not even here yet.
You guys hear over your intercoms, "God damn it, Sailor Sentai! I shouldn't have doubted you for a second."
Is this Dr. Splendify or some dispatch guy that told us we didn't have
This is Dr. Splendify. He inexplicably sounds like every other dispatch guy. And this...
God.
My God.
Anyway.
I've been watching the whole battle. Good job on taking out that stone golem there. But for some reason, the strange magical signature hasn't dissipated at all. Do us a favor and go poking around and see if you can't find the real source of this magical influx.
Very well.
Yes, sir. We will do our best.
You most certainly will not. Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
From behind, you hear that a feminine voice echo through the catacombs. And stepping into the light is a voluptuous, librarian-looking individual. I appreciate your assistance in taking out that monster, but you will not be poking around the Vatican catacombs anymore!
I apologize. Who are you?
I am the librarian. I am Madame Marusa, the official Vatican librarian, keeper of these catacombs and the texts within. I cannot let you folk not of the cloth, or at the very least of pagan origin, to step even a foot further within these hallowed halls.
I'm real sexy.
How can you not?
How could you not?
That's a 6. The 6s are so easy today.
6s are so freaking easy.
Listen, this system knows what we're doing. It knows why we're here. We're here for two bros to be sexy together. Nothing else.
How do you approach this librarian in the catacombs?
My lady, though we may be pagan, we need only explore for the mysterious magical source that we have detected below.
Okay. I simply cannot. I cannot.
We wouldn't dare harm any of the artifacts down here.
There's a look in her eyes. She so desperately wants to just let you have your run of the place. But there is something in the back of her mind that keeps her tight-lipped and just fighting herself about what to do in this situation.
I too would like to roll a sexy check.
Oh no! Go on.
Plan for this.
Go ahead.
I also got a 6.
You also got a 6. How do you approach?
On the other side of this interaction, a hand extends out and goes, I assure you this is of the utmost importance. His hand doing a little raised. They're not just surrounded by sexy men. Sexy battle wizards.
She was very fair in complexion, but now she could be mistaken for any common rose in the garden. She is breathing deeply and quickly as she just cannot be, and she pushes you both aside and starts to run into the darkness.
Further in or out?
Further into the catacombs.
Okay, so I guess
I vote we follow her. Thank
Yes.
you. All right. Good job, brother.
Haha!
Two minds, the same heart.
One thing that is a little bit of a hindrance. It is very dark, and she seems to know this place inside and out, and she is traversing it much better than you guys. You guys are finding yourselves tripping over, pillars that have fallen, finding yourselves running headlong into walls that you didn't know were there. What do you guys do to overcome the darkness?
I'm just going to glow
If only we had one small light and a large series of mirrors to spread it out. If only.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yes,
I will be making every problem solved with either mirrors or doors, and I hope you're prepared for that.
I am ready for this hilarity.
All right.
What's your roll?
Are we going to do that thing I just said? In which case, it sounds
yes,
like a Sean magic
I will
check.
create mirrors. That is a 5.
That is a 5. Yeah. You're able to kind of, for lack of a better word, light bend from the single beam of light that comes inexplicably out of the ceiling down the corridor and able to accurately and reliably track this librarian as she runs like this down the hallways. As you guys pursue, you find yourselves in front of a very large locked door, and the librarian seems to have slipped away. just untraceable. Just
Now, Goon, I think you'll find that no door is locked for me.
go ahead and magic this door open.
Okay. Fuck! 3. I got a 3.
It's a 3.
Aw.
Go ahead and take a stress. You forget which hammy you pulled and pull that same hammy.
Ah! My
No!
hamstring! I'm just on the ground now. I'm gonna stand aside as I do. Oh, jeez!
Door!
Magic. He's just on the ground. It's all up to you now, Sean.
Okay, I'm going to try and slice through.
This is a battle roll then?
Yeah, like.
I hope you fail so that the only option is to try to sexy the door open. I'm praying for you to fail right now. Make a battle roll.
Praying for a 6. That is a 5. Good enough.
Okay.
Enough said.
Enough said. Okay. I guess it's not slicing the door open. That would be silly. You use your knives
No,
to
like,
pick the door open.
Slice through like the gap between.
The gap
two
between
doors.
the. Okay. Yeah. You manage to, with this slice, break the wooden bars that were barring the door prior to the slice through these bars that you can see with your eyes. But as you go to press the door again, the door buckles with a strange magic energy. It is both physically and magically locked.
I don't like that you're both looking at me, I think.
We've tried magic. We've tried battle. We've tried
Gets
wizard.
up.
We've tried battle.
He gets up.
Try a sexy opening dance.
Are we trying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna
gonna-
need you to ask me if you can seduce the door.
Hey, Goon, may I please seduce the door?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Can I help?
Yes, you can.
I got a 5.
You got a-
This is not the first time we've done a seduction dance together.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna use a determination.
That's what we were
Oh, that
practicing.
Why?
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Got it.
The good news is you didn't explode. That's the good
I
news.
didn't explode yet.
I'm capable of exploding now.
Okay.
If
You
I roll
see that-
exclusively a 1, I explode.
You see, as you perform your dance, that Ashan's heart is just a little out of it. But as you strike that final pose with this brilliant Dirty Dancing tableau, the door weeps openly and opens for you. And as you enter, as the door opens wide, you see a room illuminated by orange and red stained glass. And within this chamber is rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of terracotta soldiers. And sitting at the far end of this tableau, upon a throne, sits another, a larger, more decorated soldier, and on his lap sits the busty librarian.
Oh my. Reveal yourself, villain. What is your intention?
I am here to prepareth the way for my master.
And who might be your master?
He will make himself known when the time comes. But today is not that day.
Dude, if we have to fight the terracotta army because of this one shot in the main campaign, I'm gonna be furious.
Oh. It depends. It depends on how well your rolls go from this point on.
So you're just sitting here waiting, then?
We are waiting for the marching order. Yes.
When do you think? When do you think that'll be?
I have no way of knowing, actually.
And you are to spend the rest of that time down here?
Yes, having sex with this librarian.
Why stop there? Anyway, I would like to make a sexy check.
Are you gonna roll sexy?
I would like to add determination for a 4 times roll. And I'm glad I did it, because my 4th die was a 6.
Hey!
Mind being...
You step forward and bathe yourself in the glorious light of this clearly evil stained glass,
Yeah.
and say, "Why stop there?" As you grip just more chest, more flowing beard hair.
My main gun slips out, leaving my hair to flow in this wind that's coming from somewhere.
From nowhere and everywhere all at once. Perhaps I could take you as a concubine for a while, stranger. But of course, eventually, you will have to die. As no one can know of my being here and the plans that I have.
A fair enough fate, and I'm gonna walk up to him acting like I'm giving into this existence, and then I would like to choke him with a void whip.
Battle roll, baby.
It's just
Just a quick draw.
yeah. Alright. 6! I got a 3 and a 6! The 6s fucking are plentiful today.
Yes.
Woo! It's raining 6s. Yeah, you walk up with this incredibly hip, swingy, sexy swagger. Your mane just kind of bobbing and flowing in the wind. You see that many of these terracotta soldiers turn to get a look at you as you ascend the staircase to join the librarian and this dark stone overlord. He extends a hand to you, and you extend your hand, and then whoosh.
Yeah, exactly. Just got him. Alright, I got him! Brother, punch him or something. I don't know. Stab him. That's what you do.
Yes. It would be such a shame if all of these soldiers were to break before they fulfill their purpose.
What
Go.
is a stab but a sharp punch, really?
Yeah, so
But
I
for
am
real.
going to Beyblade my way up to him.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
Fire! Yay!
So I'd like
got
to
a 5?
find out that in the game Monster Camp, there is an item called the Blade Blade.
Yep,
And it's-
I'm aware. I played Monster Camp
It's a Beyblade with a knife.
with a bunch of knives taped to it. Yeah. Heck yeah. We see our shimmering silver tornado work 3/4 of the way through this, through these, evenly and perfectly lined up terracotta soldiers. With a 6, you would have made it. With a 5, you only make it like 3/4 there.
Yeah.
It is the busty librarian's turn, who is going to throw herself at you, Rip, in an attempt to distract you so that her Dark Master can fulfill his plot. What do you do?
I'm just gonna use this guy as a human shield, I suppose.
Gonna use the librarian as a human shield?
No, use the guy I'm choking as a human shield. Just gonna throw him up for her hits.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
guess that would be...
Probably
I guess
battle, I
that
imagine.
could be battle or sexy, honestly, because you are choking a guy.
I would love to have it be sexy. 1, 5, 5. 5!
5. Yeah, you tighten the whip up and bring this armored stone boy up, and the voluptuous librarian lands on top of him and not on top of you. They both let out some suggestive noises. It is use of the rank and file of the terracotta soldiers are now breaking formation and starting to dogpile or starting to charge headlong at Ashan. What do you do? It is Ashan's turn.
I'm just going to continue sweeping through them.
QQ.
Destroy. Destroy.
And no, it's a 2.
Oh no! Take a
You got it?
stress and a
God.
determination. That's
I'm
Oh, no.
very likely to explode soon.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
3
is
stress now,
that is 3
so-
stress. Yeah. So next time you fail, and if it's less than 3, then you
Yeah.
Yeah, so in a complete reverse of the training simulation at the beginning of this session, Ashan gets dogpiled by the horde of terracotta soldiers. Rip, you see this
All right.
from your vantage point up above the stairs with the stone overlord and the librarian.
I'm going to summon a door portal and send my whip through it, catching a bunch of them together like I did in the battle simulation. Except maybe this time I won't fuck it up.
Maybe. You'll have to roll wizard to find out.
I only have one. Okay.
Do you have any more determination?
Fuck!
Oh no.
No.
What'd you roll?
That's a 1. Whip steadily explodes.
You explode.
Now, in the rules, it says they go back to, well, in the game, it's called Castle Errands, but I assume that would be the moon. They, like, reform slowly on the moon. Right. Rip explodes.
In a
He
glorious...
summons the door around himself, and...
Yeah. So, whips, and rippling bod explode in a glorious rain of purple and black sparkles. I'm going to invoke the power of friendship. I'm going to say if Ashan from their place beneath the pile of terracotta soldiers can roll a sexy and a wizard, both 6, then Rip will be pulled back into the battle with 1 less stress via the power of friendship.
Okay.
This is completely off my dome, so...
Yeah, no, this is not Grant Howitt's original version.
Nope. And nope.
Oh, no.
Power
Rip's
of friendship fails.
Rest in peace, Rip. Rip, if you will. Rip, let it rip.
I will say that you get a friend sacrifice power-up, however.
Oh, okay.
Brother, go on without...
Brother, no!
With all of the rage of a full moon turning red, you erupt from this pile of terracotta soldiers, now frothing in a kind of bestial manner as you slice and dice effortlessly through all of these soldiers, climbing, being held back and ripping through their limbs like soft clay as you prowl towards this busty librarian and the stone overlord. What do you do?
I want to line myself up to have like a stabbing strike through them both.
Alright. I'm gonna say, even if you roll a 3, this will succeed.
Okay. It's a 3.
Cool!
Glad you set that rule.
Yeah! We
At
see...
least I would not explode.
We see a glorious red crescent from behind Ashan through the stone overlord and the librarian and up at the other side, streak through, and just a torrent of crimson stain the stone floor beneath as the power of the stone overlord kind of crackles and fades, kind of flickering up in orange and red embers, and the lights of all the terracotta soldiers die out. You kneel, just crestfallen amongst the fallen body parts. Sentai White! Sailor Sentai White, come in!
Yes, sir.
Are you alright?
I'm alright. Brother has fallen.
Okay. Did you forget what happens when one of you fall? on the field?
No, sir.
Okay.
It is still a tragedy.
We're going to have a talk about that red moon shit you just pulled. When you get back.
Yes, sir.
Alright. What we see is the camera pan up through the stone, pan up to see the red moon in the sky. And then we're going to pan out of a television set and around to see Scott and Simon watching Sailor Sentai on the television in the RV. We see Scott with a bowl of cereal, just kind of scarfing it down. My dad told me not to watch this because he said it'd make me gay. I watched it anyway and I turned out gay. I guess he was right. Simon says your dad is a terrible homophobe. You're probably right.
I always assumed the vampire dad was the homophobe. I had it way off. I guess they both could be.
They have.
You're also calling Connor Scott?
Yeah, I think you got one monster problem with the brain. I knew who you meant, but I didn't.
You didn't correct me. But yeah, it was Connor. Sorry.
Yeah, we got it.
He's so heavily inspired by Scott.
You could just say he was Scott, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And from this little tableau, we pan up, and see Sailor Sentai Black and White are in fact together again. Because when one of the Sailor Sentai dissipate in battle, they slowly reform through the power of the wizards of the Worldwide Wizard Watch up on the moon base. But
It's very painful.
But they've been deployed on another mission. A mysterious entity has made itself known and has been rocketing through the atmosphere into deep space towards the moon. This entity around the moon base has been designated Mustar, although early communications with it have found it to be calling itself Salem. You guys pose sexily in front of the moon as Mustar approaches. You get a telepathic communication with the entity. Are you coming to stop me?
I'm afraid we might have no choice, brother.
I am not your brother.
It's an honorific.
Then you will die with honorific.
He looks to his brother. I don't know if they're actually brother. I assume it's also an honorific. I don't think that. Brother?
Yes, brother.
And they linked arms. Let's go.
All right. How do you guys proceed?
Well, I summon a door to the
Then I
vacuum of
summon
space.
a door.
It's worked before, I'll do it again.
But we're already in the vacuum of space.
You make a fair point.
You could summon the hand back from the space where you left it.
Oh, yes, I re-summon the hand. It's just as a fist. And I just throw it at him with the whip.
Go ahead and make a magic roll, dude.
Cool, I'm about to explode again somehow.
Well, no, it's been your
I'm back
stress
at
is
0.
reset. Yeah.
I got 5.
Heck
Right,
yeah.
punch us. You can block a hyper beam, but can you block a fist?
You see, so yeah, you move your hands about and you bring a door into existence, and by the pull of Earth's gravity, the stone hand, as it passes through the door, gets reformed into a stone fist and is sent rocketing towards Mustar. You see Mustar bring its bulbous hand forearms together in a position and use the move Safeguard upon itself.
Oh.
Ashan, it's your turn.
Alright,
Okay, I'm going to go up and mirror strike it. That is a 5.
Can't block everything.
Nope.
How precisely are you about this move doing? What about are you doing this move?
So like surrounding it with mirrors and bouncing.
Okay, yeah. Greninja Final Smash, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just yeah.
Bleed.
That you were able to get. There's a few Final Smashers that just do that. You know what? It's wild. It's kind of a little lazy. Yeah, you see that it is very good. You managed to cut Mustar a couple thousand times. It seems taken it back. It raises its tentacles up, and you both see a flash of white light. It has used the move Amnesia on you, and you will have to roll.
I would like to argue sexy.
Sexy?
It's really what you're making us forget.
Yeah. Go ahead
My sexy battle brother.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll sexy to determine how long you forget what you're doing.
6.
6. We both got 6.
I don't think we failed this. I don't think we've gotten less than a 6 on a sexy roll tonight.
I think I've gotten a 5.
Oh no, a 5?
You both look to each other. You both look to each. You see. So basically, both the tentacles flash like the neuralizers from Men in Black, but as you guys forget what you're doing and who you are, you lock eyes, and there's that anime spark of lightning that travels between the two of you, and you look forward. Your memories are back and better than ever. It is Rip's turn.
I vote Void Guillotine of Doom.
Yes.
The move we invented at the Hecatonga areas.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I assume that's battle, but I guess make your choice, champ.
I'm gonna say, because it's a combo move, one of you can roll battle and one of you can roll wizard.
Okay, we both roll the one we have two, yeah. The ones we're better at.
Ooh.
6! 2 and a 6.
Got a 5.
Gotcha. So temporarily, the onlookers in the night sky see two moons, the real one, and the one brought forth by the combining of the Blades of Doom and the Void Whip. This gigantic disc of doom careens down towards the Mustar, and for a moment you think it hits, but as it passes, you realize that there is no half of Mustar on the side of the disc that is in front of you. In front of you. And as it passes completely, you see that Mustar has in fact just slightly sidestepped it, as it used Future Sight to see. And also, it's a pretty big telegraphed move, to be completely fair.
We literally do shout Void Guillotine of Doom! I didn't think you needed Future Sight, but I'll take up one of his move slots for that. Yeah, he's got a very utility set right now.
It's interesting. It's interesting that you would think that I would limit, what is essentially the final boss of the campaign to the 4 slots.
Maybe.
That's fair.
I don't. It's not that I don't think that it's balanced. I think it's what Norman would have done.
Yeah.
Well, Norman didn't have anything to do with. I mean, he caused the ingredients to get thrown into the pot, but he didn't really form it at all. It's just this is a kind of free form.
The missing no thing that did this.
Yeah, and it didn't really want to limit itself, to be completely fair. You see as the moon passes, and that you see that Mustar is completely unscathed. You see it holding its bulbous fingers up to its mind, and a bright magenta beam courses through the air and strikes Ashan in the head. Go ahead and Go ahead and give me a wizard check to see how effective this Psybeam is on you.
That's a 3.
That's a 3! Yeah. Go ahead and take 2 stress.
Oh no!
And 2 determination.
Yes.
You get a splitting caffeine headache unlike the world has ever seen before. Rip, it's your turn.
Okay. And I'm going to do this thing. You know, this age-old question from the old Portal games. What would happen if you slammed 2 portals together? I'm going to create 2 doors that connect to each other and try to slam them between them.
Okay.
Slam this Muse star between them. Choosing to once again use my worst stat.
Go for it.
I got a 5 though, so it's okay.
It's 5. You see... Hold on, I'm just... Wait, is this the list of all moves that exist? Oh, these are moves learned by TM. So it wouldn't be fair to use them, actually.
Yeah, where's he getting these technical machines?
It's a missing.
Yeah.
How can you move into there?
Don't give me an excuse.
Hey, Goblin, shut up. Please don't do this to me.
Let's see.
You can literally get bad egg moves and shit, and glitch moves.
Mew does not learn any moves by breeding.
Well, Mew can't breed.
This is true.
Yeah, it's a legendary.
This is true. And I didn't really feel like looking up Omastar's moves, so I'm just looking at the Mewtwo move pool, which I haven't. I mean,
Ancient power.
And that's it. Yep.
and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, we see the So these 2 doors are connected to each other. If I go through one door, I come out the other end.
Yeah.
Meaning
He's breaking reality a little bit.
He's breaking reality a little bit.
But that's okay. He uses the Void Whip. He's used to breaking reality. He's pretty good at it, especially when pertaining to doors.
This can go one of 2 ways. Either he's squished in between. Wow, this I did not expect to ponder quantum physics during this.
Tossing literal paradox.
Yeah. Either
It's not knowing me that well when I had an object called the Void Whip. I wasn't gonna fuck with space.
I'm going to say that the compression of 2 portals wherein you move in one direction, you appear in the opposite direction from, that it would create an instance wherein the mass contained within that tiny rift between the 2 portals, given that the space that the portals occupy is next to null, that it would be a squishing effect. Because if you enter one side, you will reappear on the other side, squishing yourself into the very same instance of yourself. And you see and hear Mewstar wail out in this kind of crushing pain. I want you, if you could, think of a really cool name for this move.
Singularity.
Oh, that's so good.
Singularity Vice Grip.
The Singularity Grip.
Basically what this would create. You're shoving a bunch of mass into a small space, and that's how you get a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he just he throws one whip out and it forms a door. He throws another one out and it forms a second door. And he just goes, Singularity Grip! And he just slams the 2 together.
You can hear a discordant, distorted wail of Mewstar. And you're holding this thing together with your hands, and you can feel a resistance within building with the more anguish that is inflicted upon Mewstar, the more resistance you feel. And finally, the 2 ends of these portals is finally ripped apart, and you see Muse Star take the classic Kamehameha pose, and an aura sphere builds and builds and builds to, spirit ball levels. Go ahead. He is about to unleash his attack on you. This is Ashan's turn.
I am going to sexily move out.
I love that we got to use that adverb again.
You're going to sexually move out of the way?
Yes, I'm gonna backflips and shit.
Through space.
Yes.
Backflips in space.
You can create momentum.
Yeah.
And then it'll just take you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get clear of the obvious path, which the obvious path. Go ahead. Rip. You cannot dodge this. You can, however, maybe think of something to do to not get hit by this massive aura sphere. What do you do?
A massive door.
A massive door. Oh, wow, really? Go ahead and give me a door roll, baby.
I'd like to. God damn it. God.
What is it?
1.
It's a 1?
It's a 1.
It
doesn't explode.
It doesn't.
No.
The door does not explode.
You die normally, but it doesn't explode.
You're trying to you had just kind of was holding your whips together like this to try to keep the singularity grip closed, and that has just taken so much out of you. So as you try to whip around to open a door, the sparkles.
I pull my hamstring.
Just no. I was just gonna say that you were just worn out from the singularity vice grip. You do take. Go ahead and take 3 stress and 3 determination.
Gotcha. Can I use those determinations as a stack? Could I use all 3 on one roll later?
That sounds very anime, so I'm gonna say yes.
Gotcha. Cool.
And same goes to you. But you take the full brunt of this aura sphere. You get a pretty cool fade. Your beard has now a mustache.
You bitch! Something he wouldn't normally be allowed to say on TV and does get changed in the localization. In the 4Kids version.
Absolutely.
It's you mean person.
Fiend.
Yeah, there we go. That's what they would
You
say.
fiend. Eshan, it's your turn.
Yes, instead of horizontal strike, I want to do a lateral strike that
You want a
comes
straight
out
lap, bro?
that comes out as like a crescent moon off my blades.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and roll battle.
Oh, wouldn't that be wizard? 'Cause it's magic.
Sure.
That's a 5.
Yeah. You do manage this brilliant arcing curve. You get you straight up lob off one of the tentacles that arc off of its back, and it kind of grips it and kind of holds on to the weird goop that slowly pixelates and dissipates. The tentacle itself kind of breaks off into glitching pixels and disappears. It is going to, with its free extra tentacle, use amnesia again. Go ahead and roll sexy, Ashan, to see if you can escape this mind.
Look at me, brother. Look into my eyes.
I'm going to use a determination. Cool. 5.
That's a 5. You stand dazed for all of Rip's next turn with a 5. Rip, it's your turn. Your battle brother is in a daze. Mustar is facing them, away from you. You are, looking at yourself in a handheld mirror, looking at your new mustache and fade. What do you do?
I would like to swing my whip to grip Mew's hand and pull it back, hopefully getting him to smack himself in the face as he does to get his attention.
Just to get his attention?
I mean, if he hurts himself too, that'd be great. Grabbing his wrist and pulling him towards me is gonna get his attention.
Cool. Battle for this extremely silly petty move.
I'm gonna do his 2 determination. I'm that determined.
You're that determined?
Oh my! I shit you not. 6, 6, 6, 1.
6, 6, 6,
That
1.
determination was wholly useless. I got a 6 is the important. I got 3 6s is the important thing.
Yeah, you make it punch himself, and now he's looking at you.
Yourself.
You make him punch him, and now he's looking at you, and he's not. He's
Why
not.
are you hitting yourself?
You see Mustar's eyes glow gold, and then vanish in a streak of what is essentially instant transmission, and you feel a cut on your lower back, and then a cut on your forearm, and then a cut on your head. It is using Psycho Cut.
Man, this Mewtwo is like Gen 8 Mewtwo. That's impressive.
Yeah.
From a Gen 1 game design.
Yeah.
Not that I'm criticizing your DMing or anything.
Are you?
No, I'm just being an asshole.
Okay, thank you for admitting that, or else I would be thinking about it all night.
No,
Oh.
I am easily toppled.
Listen, you know, if I had a problem, I would say it very aggressively to your face right after the cameras stop.
Oh, okay.
And for everyone in the audience, I'm joking.
Okay. Okay.
I don't just berate
is-
you in the second we get off stream.
I will say, if you can roll a sexy enough dance, you can dodge these psycho cuts.
Of course, you know I can roll sexy. 2, 3, and 6, motherfuckers.
2, 3, and 6. Yeah! Basically, a 3D dance revolution happens in space as you dodge these myriad of cuts. Mewstar appears finally once again. He has taken a position that lines both you and Ashan up with the empty void of space. Ashan, you are just now coming out of your daze as you see Rip's dance conclude, and you see Mewstar reappear. It is charging up another aura sphere. This one expands much bigger, and at this point the moon is behind you. It completely eclipses and dwarfs the moon. Reports on that day will state that a second large blue sun appeared in the sky, way too close to where a sun should be.
Black hole sun.
It's a big blue sun, but okay.
Big blue sun.
Rip,
Yes.
you are the only one that has a move this turn.
Yeah.
This is the death you wanted.
This is the death I wanted. I can't remember what exactly I said, but I get. Oh, I remember now. I'm going to.
This roll
Okay.
basically determines whether or not your body takes all of it and leaves Ashan alive.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to throw myself in the way of fire and save Ashan. What do you? A battle? Sexy?
This is wizard.
I would argue that it's pretty sexy to sacrifice yourself for your friend. I'm willing to die on this
So
roll.
determined.
That's
not.
pretty sexy.
Yeah, and I will be using a determination point for a total of 4 dice.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you these 4 rolls in the order that they came in. 3,
3,
1,
1,
3,
3,
6.
6.
That determination roll.
What? How did you get so many determination? Didn't you have only one determination left?
You gave me 3. Yeah, I only used 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just had 3 sexy, which you let me use, and I used a determination point for the 4th die.
Fair enough. Okay. We see Rip expand his arms in a great big expand his arms and legs in the way that Piccolo does when he jumps in to save Gohan on any Dragon Ball occasion.
Yeah, I don't even know which one you're talking about, and yet I know that's happened at least 17 times.
Yeah. We see a close-up of Rip's eyes. What's happening in Rip's eyes?
Just us. I mean, his eyes are now. He already had blue eyes, so it's getting more excessive with this blue sun. And just a single tear rolls down his face, and he goes, "You can do this, brother." Yeah, it's instantly evaporating.
He's kind of floating off into space, glinting in the starlight. Ashan, as you're slowly getting your bearings, you see this blue sun, you see the silhouette of your brother, and you see the silhouette disappear, and the ball disapparate. Your brother is dead.
Very dead.
Very dead. We see from the we see behind Mu Star that the moon becomes crimson red once again. What do you do, Ashan?
I am charging straight for his heart.
If I wasn't gonna have a beard and hair, why would I even want to be alive, you know?
Well, you had a fade.
Yeah, that's not... Listen, my literal sexy defining trait was my majestic hair and beard, okay?
Okay.
My brother has that he's pristine, okay? All I had was my hair.
What are you rolling, a battle? Or
No,
what's
I
going on?
am rolling a wizard. I am going to accelerate myself by bouncing off mirrors as I reach him.
Go ahead, make that roll.
I'm gonna use a termination. Cool, that's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
As you charge, reflecting through dark red mirrors spinning in the void of space, you notice something, a glint in Mustar's eye. It is using the move Foresight. And as you appear through the final mirror and spear through space towards Mustar's heart, it sidesteps you. It karate chops your arm, breaking it.
Oh!
It takes the bulbs of its fingers glow with purple energy and snaps your neck. Both of the Sailor Sentai have been defeated by the hand of Mustar, otherwise known as Sailor. Ashan's body floats lifeless in the void of space, surrounded by the ash of Rip, both Sailor White and Sailor Black. The most powerful line of defense that the moon base truly has been defeated. And that's where we're going to tonight's session of Daddy's Dungeon ESB. So thank you guys so much for watching.
You. Well, to be clear, I am picturing this ending scene to the actual song Black Hole Sun. I know
Black hole sun, burn to come, wash away the rain. Black hole sun, burn to come, burn to come. Oh my! Thank you guys so much. What do you guys? We have like an extra 20 minutes before we really have to end. Do you guys want to talk about this? What do you guys think?
I know you did what you were trying to do, which is that you've made me more scared for next session.
Oh, yes!
I had like an unfair amount of confidence going into this, because I was like, Goon won't kill all of us.
I will kill people you just made.
Yeah.
Sean was too pretty to die.
I mean, Rip died the second his hair went away.
Inside the moon base, we see Dr. Splendify drop his cane and fall to his knees, taking his top hat.
Falls out.
And Norman falls. I'm joking now. He takes his top hat in his hand. Get back in there. He takes his top hat in his hand and starts to cry into the hat.
You're all fucked.
We are
every
last one of us.
This is the dispatcher that's standing next to him. We're fucked.
So yeah, this was Sexy Battle Wizards. Grant Howitt is an absolute genius, and I love him. And if I had the opportunity, I'd give him a big old kiss on the forehead. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of this one-page TTRPG?
I love Sexy Wizards. This isn't the first time I've played Sexy Battle Wizards. It's just been a while. I love Sexy Battle Wizards. I love pretty much... Like, I am, for record, just subscribed to Grant Howitt's Patreon, so I get all kinds of fun things like this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking through the Patreon to get the page, and like I was looking at all the names of the other stuff. I definitely want to read through them.
Oh, they're so good, and they're all like one. Sometimes there's a second page for some little more information.
Yeah.
Not always.
Grant Howitt has a really cool Patreon, and so do we, by the way. Last week we had technical difficulties. There were some workers in my neighborhood who knocked out my house's Wi-Fi, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't stream last week on Thursday, which was a bummer. And if you were there for the Friday stream, you know that my Wi-Fi troubles continued. But what we did do is we play-tested Noodlegoon's system that he's been working on. It's like a heist-based system, but we also have a Patreon, and we did a vote just because, and an Easter-themed Patreon art was selected, and I drew a little demon bunny. I'm pretty sure the pitch was meant to be more malicious and evil and devastating and scary, but I decided to go extra cute.
As the person who pitched it, I'm happy where it ended.
If you want to see it, you can go to the Daddy's Dungeon page, patreon.com/daddysdungeondnd, where you get that. You get to see that art along with all the art that I've made for this campaign. We've been doing one piece of art per session, and I'm really excited to hear this week's pitch. There will only be 2 pitches because there's only 2 players this week.
I want the back-to-back ready to go into the fight only to be stopped scene.
Which one?
At the beginning.
At the beginning in the okay, yeah.
And he was like, "We're sending in the black robes." Like, we're going in. Like, I want that moment where they're just back-to-back, arms crossed, because when they did it with me when I did this.
Cool. Window.
And I want like a picture of the guillotine move.
Ooh, back-to-back bros, and then what was the move name called? It was called
It was called the Void Guillotine of Doom.
Void Guillotine of Doom. Very anime.
Because I was taking the
awesome.
Void and Doom and then combining our 2 weapons into a guillotine.
Yeah, freaking sweet.
That's the etymology on that one.
Excellent etymology. So there's that. If you want to vote on that, I'll be putting that as a poll up on my Twitter tomorrow. It'll be up after all of this session is done premiering, which is usually around 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on how worked up I get at work, and forget to post the poll, which I have done often. But I'll try to get it up on time. I promise. Just be patient with me. It'll be Battle Bros or Void Guillotine of Doom this week. If you want, and so vote for the one that you want me to draw, and I will draw that. So, playing Rip, we've had the Noodle Dude, the Noodle Doodler. Playing
Stay strong, brothers.
Sailor Sentai Black, representing the dark side of the moon. And of course we had Sean, played by the windowgoblin, playing Sailor Sentai White, representing the light side of the moon.
Glorious bastards are now dead.
They are the glorious bastards.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week, where hopefully nothing else happens, and we can just go right into the moon stuff. Some espionage, some sneaking through a portal onto the moon, and some plot resolving stuff. Big stuff. Big stuff happening next week. We're going to hopefully be back to playing Monster of the Week. We will keep you guys posted. And as always, who is your daddy? Black hole sun, won't you come? Where's the word to ring? Black hole sun, won't you come? We just looked at each other. Oh my God. All right.